Hello, my loves. Welcome into this Taurus solar season reading for those who have Uranus in Taurus. If you haven't watched the introduction, you want to learn more about what we're doing here, the link is in the description and popping up on YouTube. So the planets in the astrological story represent what, and the sign that they're in represent how. So the what of Uranus is rebellion, our rebellion, how we are different, how we are unique, and go against the mainstream. So you express your unique against the mainstream energy through the Taurus archetype, through your determination, through your connection to the earth, through your loyalty, through your feelings about your home, the expression of your home, and through your dependability. The Uranus energy is so fascinating. I really love this energy and archetype. But one thing we have to talk about here is that it is in an alignment called fall. So the fall alignments are when a planet is in a sign that it's least comfortable in. It's like a rainy day. It's kind of like you can never really get momentum. It's this wah wah kind of energy and vibration because Taurus is very fixed. Taurus is very focused in the physical world, and Uranus is really out there, and it's really likes to change and likes to adapt. And well, actually, it's very fixed in its own way, but in an opposite way of Taurus. Taurus is fixed in an earthy way, and Uranus is fixed in a very mental way and expression. You can think of Uranus like the sign of Aquarius. So fall placements. When you have a planet in the fall location, remember that everything is an opportunity. And this is a challenge, definitely a challenge for you, but also an opportunity because as you learn to leverage your uniqueness, which has this fall less than ideal vibe to it, when you learn how to leverage this part of your chart, you are going to experience levels of freedom of expression and individuality, and you're going to be offering gifts more unique than those who have Uranus in more favorable alignments, okay? Because you're having to work for it. So when you have to work for something, you actually understand it and express it to levels that signs that didn't have to work for it don't have access to, because it's just natural. So they're not going to focus on that area of your life. This is an area of your life that you're being invited to focus on because it is a difficult placement, and it could be strengthened or weakened by where it appears in your chart. Pay attention to the new moon and Taurus readings that I'm going to be doing. Now we're on a new new moon cycle and full moon cycle. So up to this double new moon in Aries, Act 1, Act 2, solar eclipse thing that we had going on, we had been basically shifting sun signs and experiencing a new moon relatively shortly after that shift. With this phase that we just went through, what's going to happen now is we're not going to experience the new moon in the solar energy until the very end of that sign, right before it shifts into the next sign and expression. So we're not going to get to the new moon in Taurus until we've almost moved into Gemini season, which is very interesting and intriguing. It really gives us an extension of the Taurus energy and archetype because the new moon phase is 28 days and the solar phase is 30 days. So up to this point, they've been occurring congruently. Now they're going to be kind of punctuating each other. So the Taurus season essentially is going to be extended in the emotional realm, in the lunar phase, in the lunar cycle, with the new moon. But the eclipse energy is basically going to eclipse that because that's a 6-month period. So the new moon in Aries energy is really going to kind of be ruling over the rest of the new moon phases that we have till September. However, Taurus has been in eclipse energy for the last couple of years, and I think it's actually coming back. I think there's a full moon eclipse in Taurus at the end of this year. So Taurus is going to have its time to return. But I'm saying all of this because if you check where the new moon happens in your chart, it's going to be based on your rising sign. Where is your Taurus house is what we're looking for, because that is the area of your life that this Uranus is expressing. So not only are you expressing your uniqueness through the Taurus energy, but you can learn more about how to activate the gift of this by understanding the house that Taurus is in your chart, and therefore the house that Uranus is in your chart, because that's the area of your life that this uniqueness is focally expressing. Okay? Let's get to the reading. If you haven't already, closed your eyes, taken a few deep breaths, and opened your heart to receive the guidance most aligned for you at this time. I invite you to do that. Call in any spiritual support team that you want to. I ask that they be here with unconditional love and in service to your highest good and the highest good of all. Pause the video if you need more time. Cards be flipping out. This is the end of a very long day of recording and cards are just flying. Number 42, you may see that number to affirm this message. Dragon's Pet. It is reversed. I am going to read the reversed meaning after we dive into the regular meaning of this card. I'm actually going to just tell you, I know this one pretty well. So the Dragon's Pet is actually the Faery. The Faery is the Dragon's Pet. And it's this energy of being loyal to the beings that you are in communication with. It's communication, it's communion between species. It's this energy of, these two are talking about what's happening on the border of fairyland, and they're working together to support the natural world. And remembering that your pet is as much yours as you are theirs. And so there is this pet message coming through here, and let's talk about the reversal meaning. Being distracted and dismissive of the messages reaching you from your animal companions, plant allies from the wild, or from those who choose to share your life with you. Not understanding that their perception is different from your own and oftentimes more powerful. Not understanding the messages the fairies are sending you via your companions. Having a sense of ownership rather than alliances and mutual relationships. You must develop your skills and listen to all that is with you when this card turns up for you in its upside down form. Don't block out the voices. Instead of reprimanding a barking dog, ask why it barks and then listen. Really listen. It will come to you. The voice of the fairies. Wow. So yeah, you're going to get a little weird in listening to the guidance from the earthy realm, the physical realm, the animal companion realm. It really feels like there's this uniqueness that you have with the ability to understand animals and what's coming through, and you've been blocking that. You're being invited to really open up to what are the animals communicating to you, what is the natural world communicating to you, and recognize that you don't own these beings. These beings are your partners, your companions in this life, and they're deserving of your respect because they are huge blessings for you. You know, animals can absorb the pain that we're in and help relieve us of this pain. They can help communicate to us when someone is trustworthy, when someone isn't feeling trustworthy. You know, there is so much that the animal realm can offer us and can give us as in the way of guidance and support for us. So don't worry about being weird with this connection that you have to animals. It's kind of like, I'm feeling like Dr. Dolittle energy here, like not that extreme. Like you're not really going to hear voices, but you're going to feel messages coming through from them to you. And they're real messages. They're important messages for you. Their beings love you and they want to communicate to you and through you. So listen to the animals in your backyard. Listen to the animals in your life. Listen to your pets. And really listen, meaning feel, sense, and open your heart to what it is that they're communicating to you, because there is something there that you are missing. And it's critical to understanding your uniqueness and your expression through this Taurus energy and archetype. Okay. And it actually feels like your uniqueness and expression in this Taurus energy is this connection with animals that you have been denying, that you're being invited to stop denying. Okay. This is all I have for you. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me know how this resonates. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors that universal light within you. Namaste.